Привет! Добро пожаловать на мой канал. Hello and welcome back to Russian with Nastya. Today we're going to learn some really interesting Russian words and I'm going to explain them to you. Let's begin with the word Gogol-mogol. What is Gogol-mogol? Номер один is Gogol, Gogol-mogol. 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 It came from German and it means something mixed. Gogol-mogol, something mixed, mixture. Gogol-mogol. Actually, this is one of my favorite foods. You can try it. You can make it in less than 5 minutes, but you will need some really good raw eggs because we will eat raw eggs. I take eggs from countryside from my mother-in-law, so I know that they're good and I can eat them raw. So what do? You take 2 eggs or 1 for a beginning, and you have to mixture them, to to whip them really hard, to mixture them, these eggs. Then you add salt, and then you add pieces of bread there, and you mixture it with bread. Bread, how much bread? It depends how many eggs you have. So all the eggs should be on bread. Mixture it and you can eat it. And also salt is according to your taste. I love this food. I eat it when I have good raw eggs. Maybe you can buy some bio expensive eggs from a store, but the eggs should be good because you will eat them raw. Well, I love this food. It's a recipe from my childhood. My grandmother used to make me these eggs with bread as a snack, and I just love it. I know that a lot of people will think that it's gross to eat raw eggs with bread and with salt. Some people, instead of salt, put sugar there. I don't like it with sugar. No, never. So try it and tell me if you liked it. So this is Gogol-mogol, a cocktail out of eggs and bread. Gogol-mogol. And bread should be like croutons, these small pieces of bread. Хорошо, Gogol-mogol. So this is what it means, a cocktail, and basically it means something mixed. Gogol-mogol, something mixed. So I gave you the recipe, you should try it. It's a very common snack from my childhood. Хорошо, номер 2, a really interesting word too. Номер 2 is мошенник. Machinik. And it's interesting, Machinik, because it means scammer, fraud, thief. But the interesting part is where it came from. Scammer, fraud, thief. This is Machinik. Well, Machinik came from a word, don't remember the word right now, but it's very similar to Machinik. But this word meant back in ancient, not in ancient Russia, back in time, it meant a person that makes wallets out of leather. And it's strange that nowadays we call like that a scammer, fraud, or a thief. Maybe it is related to wallets and that this Machinik can steal your wallet. Maybe it's related to that, but it's very strange that it was something positive back in time, but nowadays it is scammer, fraud, or thief. And back in time, it meant just a person, a profession of a person who makes leather wallets. Хорошо, дальше. Номер 3, the word that you for sure know, but the interesting part is where it came from. Ужин. Ужин is dinner. Ужин, dinner. And came from the word yug. It came from the word yug. And yug means south. South. Yug. Why? It came from the word yug. Because back in time, people used to have dinner when the sun was at south. So they called dinner like yug, and then it became, in time, it became ужин. But basically, this word means a meal that you take when the sun is on south. Ужин. Хорошо, let's continue. Номер 4 is зараза. The word that I use a lot. Zaraza. Zaraza. I picked it up one of my colleagues used to use it, and I liked it. I don't know why, and now I use it a lot. Zaraza. It's not something positive, it's negative, but it was positive. It used to mean attractive, cute person. Attractive and cute. Attractive and cute. Attractive and cute. Nowadays, it means a negative thing. Nowadays, it means it is used as a swear word, but not so bad, like something in the middle, or in the sense of, or it is used in the sense of the source of an infectious disease, Zaraza, like the source of the infectious disease. I don't know, it can be a bacteria or something like that, that this is the source of infectious disease, Zaraza. And also we can call like that a person, but not in a negative way. I can call my child when he's behaving badly, I can call him Zaraza. But it's not so, maybe it sounds bad because it's a source of infectious disease, but I don't think about that when I say this word because it's so common. Zaraza. Okay, дальше. Let's continue. Number 5. Number 5 is Hogma. 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 Another very strange word. Maybe it came from Turkish language. I'm not sure because it's strange for a Russian. Hogma. But in Russian language, people use it a lot. And Hogma is a joke. We can say in Russian, шутка. Шутка. A joke. Joke. Something really funny. Funny. Something funny. Hogma. Hogma. Хорошо. Номер 6. Следующее слово. Почемучка. 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 It came from the word почему, a question word. Почему, and it means why. Why? Почему. And почемучка is a person that asks too many questions. Asks too many questions. Questions. Because the word is почему. Why the earth is round? Why the grass is green? Why the почему? Why? And we can call this person почемучка. Of course, usually we use it with a child. Почемучка. Почемучка. Another word that we don't have in English, but we have in Russian, it is Poputchik. 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 Poputchik, I found the translation fellow traveler, fellow traveler, passenger, or companion. So, Poputchik. Poputchik is a person that goes in the same direction that you are. Poputchik. If you're driving, you can take that person from the road, and it will be your Poputchik. You will go together, so you are going in the same direction. Or you just can meet this person in a train or in a bus, and this person is your Poputchik, is a person that goes in the same direction as you are. And of course, if you will talk, you will communicate, you will call him Poputchik. A person that goes in the same direction that you are, or is your passenger, and you go in the same direction. And it is Poputchik. Очень хорошо. Продолжим. Let's continue. So promise me you will make this cocktail Gogol-mogol and will tell me if you like it, because I love it, and I taught some of my foreign friends to eat it too, and in time they loved it. Итак, номер 8, 8 is 8. Подлец. 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 Подлец came from the word подлый. Подлый. Poдлый. This is an adjective, and then we came up with a noun. So подлец, подлый is sneaky or wild person. Sneaky, vile, that can step a knife in your back, this kind of person. Подлый. And подлец is a noun for this adjective. Like coyote, for example. Or a bad person that can stamp a knife in your back. Padlets. And подлый, adjective and a noun for this adjective. Padlets or подлый. Хорошо. 9. 9 is Kazus. 9. Kazus. Kazus came from Latin. Kazus. Kazus. This is an incident. Maybe in English it is case in English, but in Russian something else. It's an incident that can be positive or negative. For example, you met someone or you bumped into each other and something happened, funny or negative. This will be kazus. Kazus. Incident can be positive and negative. Positive or negative. Negative. Can be positive or negative. Kazus. Отлично. Следующее слово a priori. I think I already talked about this word. A priori. A priori. What is a priori? Я почемучник. No. Почемучка is for masculine and feminine clause. Почемучка for both genders. Don't have another word. Don't change this word at all. Почемучка. No Hogma. Or in Turkish, there is no Hogma. Yeah, I know that there is no Hogma, but when words come in another language, they change. So maybe there is another word that related to this one. Well, I don't really know. I didn't look into it. So a priori, but I will. A priori means a priori, that it is already understood. No need to prove it. Already understood. Understood. No way, no need to prove it. No need to prove it. This is a relatively new word in Russian language, but it is very trendy. People use it a lot. A priori. A priori. Already understood, or no need to prove it. A priori. Дальше 11 is паразит. 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 From Greek, this is a person that exploits others and gives nothing in return. This word came from Greek language. It exists in English as well. I don't know if it's used much. And also there was this movie, Korean movie, I think, Parasites. So parasite, we use it a lot in Russian language, a person that exploits others and give nothing in return. Parasite is like a bacteria or an animal that doesn't do anything for others, only eats or uses something. Parasite. This is what it means. And sometimes we can call that a person that, for example, takes money from their parents, doesn't work, only asks for things and doesn't give anything in return. We call these people parasite. Parasite singular and parasite plural. Parasite. Let's write something here. Exploits others, and gives nothing in return. Gives nothing in return. This is parasite. And I think I didn't watch this movie, but I think this movie was about some rich people. And maybe this was the idea, that they were only exploiting and were not giving anything in return. I didn't watch the movie. If you watched it, tell me in comments if it has something to do with this meaning of the word. Паразит. Хорошо. Дальше. Стукач. Stukach came from the verb стучать, to knock. Стучать, to knock. Стучать. And стукач is a person. What does it mean? Literally, it means a knocker, someone who knocks. The one who knocks, and it means that this knocker, the one who knocks, is informs of someone. In English, we call this person a rat, or a snitch. Okay, like this. So стукач, knocker, someone who knocks on the door and tells about other people, his colleagues, maybe. That rat or snitch in English. Стукач. Yes, Zaraza and Parasite, they're similar. Стукач, стучать, from the verb стучать, to knock. And the last one is облажаться, very common verb. Облажаться. It came from prison slang, but there are few words in Russian language that came from prison slang. People don't even think about that, or they don't realize that, but we use it in Russian language a lot, like облажаться. And облажаться means to fail, to screw up, to mess up, to fail, to screw up, to mess up, облажаться. Я облажалась, for example. I messed up. I failed. I screwed up. Очень хорошо. That's all for this lesson. Спасибо за внимание. I hope you will do that cocktail and you will come with your feedback. И увидимся с вами вечером. See you in the evening в 7 часов at 7 p.m. Moscow time. Целую вас. Спасибо большое, Филипп. Спасибо огромное. My son's name is Philip too, so I love this name. Чмоки-чмоки, Klaus.